Hello, my name is Noah Flood, and I'm here at the Charles E. Davis Aerospace Engineering Hall at Auburn University. Welcome to our short video presentation on the effects of cosmic rays on computing. Today we'll be looking at how the explosion of a star deep in outer space can lead to all sorts of errors on your computer at home. Some not so severe, and some severe enough to limit all function. The cause of these errors are what's called cosmic rays, which are high-energy particles from space. Cosmic rays can affect computers of all types, including those performing important biological work, such as DNA sequencing. The longer the calculation takes, and the greater the surface area of the computer, the more likely there is for there to be an error. Computers in space are often on the cutting edge of biology, some of which analyzing compounds from other planets and the moon in search of extraterrestrial forms of life. These computers are particularly susceptible to errors from cosmic rays due to their lack of protection from the atmosphere. You might be wondering, how can a star in space affect what's going on with my computer? Well, let's find out.
So, it all starts deep in space when exploding stars release high energy particles. Sort of how when you pop a water balloon and the water quickly expands outside of its original shape. Now, does anyone have any questions?
I do. Are the particles electromagnetic waves?
No, but that is what was previously thought. The particles are actually 90% protons, 9% are helium nuclei, and 1% are heavier nuclei.
Soon after the explosion, tiny particles of hydrogen atoms are quickly released. They're so frequent, every second 100,000 high-energy cosmic ray particles from distant parts of the galaxy hit each square meter of Earth's atmosphere. These particles are usually traveling almost at the speed of light. And now for a quick demonstration.
Particles eventually reach Earth's atmosphere, traveling at high speeds. Many of the particles are not powerful enough to make it through the atmosphere, which is the equivalent of hitting a concrete slab that's 4 meters thick. So instead they impact atomic particles of oxygen and nitrogen, creating a cascade effect. These secondary particles include neutrons, protons, and neurons.
We have seen in past observations that the primary cosmic rays are not known to make it down to Earth's surface. They rather come into contact with the molecules in the air. This is a result in new practices known as pions, which then they will decay into other particles. We will now see a demonstration of such material.
A transistor is a device that regulates current or voltage flow and acts as a switch or gate for electronic signals. For example, each of these points has a charge. The transistor has 2 states, on and off. Each transistor represents a binary digit of 1 or 0. Eight or 16 binary digits represents a decimal number. That decimal number stores a type of information. For example, 186 votes for candidate A. On average, cosmic rays flip about 4 bits per gigabyte of RAM per month.
Sometimes particles can strike a transistor, flipping its charge. This causes a change in binary. This then leads to a change in the decibel number. Which causes a change in the meaning of the number. Which causes a big error for the computer.
This error is called a soft error because it is non-destructive and can be overridden. The average computer has 2 to 4 billion transistors that all fit into a small space. Let's see a diagram of how a soft error works. The particle hits the negative gate, which is a 0, and makes it positive, turning its value into 1.
Often the switch can be used as normal or flip back, but this isn't always the case. The effects can range from unnoticeable to valuable information being lost, such as incorrect inventory counts or glitches in a video game, such as you're playing your favorite game and you get the blue screen of death. There can also be the incorrect number of votes in an election. A single erroneous digit actually caused an issue in an election. In Belgium, candidate Maria van der Vogel received an amount of votes that was mathematically impossible. After investigation, they found that the issue stemmed from the 13th bit being changed from a 0 to a 1. The reason for this was this bit right here being changed from a 0 to a 1. This resulted in, of course, the incorrect amount of the extra 4,096 votes, and that's what happened.
Are there any popular examples of cosmic ray-induced bit flips having catastrophic effects?
There are. In 2009, Toyota had to recall millions of vehicles when they were having issues with unintended acceleration. After investigation, they found that the issue was caused by unintended bit flips inside the car's chip.
The article central to this video is a peer-reviewed article titled "The Effects of Cosmic Rays on Computer Memories." So this article recognizes that there is a method developed for evaluating the effects of cosmic rays on computer memories, and it uses that method to analyze the effects with different variables. It looks at the effects of shielding. Shielding is the use of things such as building ceilings, walls, etc., and the effects of altitude and solar cycles, and those are all estimated and looked at different rates, and the effect it has on cosmic ray particles on computer memory. Part of the conclusion for this peer-reviewed article is that error rates increased rapidly with increase in altitude, which may be used in the future for testing in order to make electronic devices more reliable at high altitudes.